What's up, guys? Believe it or not, it is possible to travel in 2020. Last week was my sister's wedding in San Diego. This was my first time traveling in 2020 since the pandemic. I'll flash back to it now.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker.
And after this traveling experience, I decided I should pass on some traveling tips to all of you. Now, before I go any further, I do want to say that I truly believe it is safe to travel in 2020 if you do it the right way. First things first, not every airline is created equal. I flew with Southwest myself. They're leaving the middle seats open, but this is not the case with every airline. So make sure you research your airlines, and I would suggest choosing an airline where the middle seats remain open. Speaking of flying, you'll definitely want some essentials. First up, hand sanitizer. This way, whenever you touch something on the plane, you can sanitize your hands properly before touching your face or drinking or eating. Second up, you'll want a mask. It is required to fly with a mask right now, but one important thing to note is that masks with vents on them are not allowed. I'll show you an example. See this mask? The vent on it is not allowed. So if you have any type of mask that has any exhaust vents on it, they'll make you take that mask off and use one of their airline supplied masks. And finally, I would suggest bringing a small bag with a hook on it. Just a little bag around this size. The reason for this is because you do not really want to put any of your stuff in the seat back ahead of you. Flying is by no means the only way of transportation in 2020 though. Let's make road trips popular again. Choose a destination within your state, maybe 5 or so hours away. That's a good getaway, but you can stay in your own car and avoid a lot of people. Don't discount road trips. They're just as much fun, and you can avoid a lot more people by avoiding airlines. And of course, destination is key. You don't want to travel somewhere that's completely shut down. I went to San Diego, which was a good place to go because they have a ton of outdoor activities. All the beaches were open. You can rent things such as jet skis and paddle boards, and also many restaurants had outdoor seating. So research the area you're going to first to make sure they have plenty of outdoor activities, and also that outdoor restaurants are a thing at the location. I think that the key to traveling in 2020 is that whatever destination that you choose, the main attractions once you get there are all based outdoors. You also want to research hotels beforehand to see how they're keeping their guests safe. I went to the Mission Bay Resort in San Diego myself, and I was impressed by a few things. First off, they made anyone wear a mask throughout the resort if you're walking around and out and about. Second, there was no housekeeping. This made it so that no one was going in and out of your room daily that you did not know. And finally, to use a pool every day, you had to get your temperature checked, and they would then give you a wristband. There was also socially distancing at the pool, and they had a limited number of people allowed at the pool daily. Oh, and a couple more things I almost forgot. They removed the comforter and any decorative pillows from the room because those are typically germ collectors. And they also gave you hand sanitizers to sanitize the room yourself upon check-in. And finally, be mindful when you return. Whenever you travel, you come across a lot more people than you typically do in your daily life. So keep that in mind when you return so that you don't expose yourself to other people. Maybe take a couple weeks off and socially distance yourself just to be responsible. Those are my 2020 travel tips. I do think that it is possible to continue to travel during the pandemic. Just choose closer destinations. And of course, if you are a high-risk individual, I probably wouldn't travel whatsoever. But if you're a younger person and in good health, I think that it is possible to travel and be safe while doing so. I'll be back next week. I'm out.